had a lockdown drill at school today. It scared
Oh,
the shit
yeah.
out of me.
All right, we're live.
Okay.
I think.
You're all like,
It's gonna-
Oh, yeah, we're live. Cool. All right, y'all, we are live on the YouTube. So you can put stuff in the comments on the live video, or you can snap me the questions you have. And I look forward to hearing them. So thanks.
just say, Peter's a really cute girl too, if you want to talk to her.
You're live right now, but I'm gonna take a minute or
Oh, yeah.
something.
Thank you for the clapping. There we go. I'm going up in the world.
You're on like edit in clapping in background. They won't be able to hear that.
They just clapped for me, so I'm famous. Don't worry about it.
There's a banquet happening in this building that we're in, but they don't know they're here. And that's what it's
I know it's not the best. The thumbnail picture is not the best, but it's okay. Okay, I didn't really know when it was gonna take it. Well, I tried. Okay, I tried.
No, you did not. You did not try at all.
Well, let's get started with the questions. We have. I'm gonna keep them anonymous to keep out bias of the contest. So just bear with me. All right. We have, can women ride bulls? Physically, yes. For competition, there's a couple places like local rodeos that you can, women can compete in, but it is very, very rare. It is a male sport. What happens if I feed a bull chocolate? That is, that's interesting. If you feed a bull chocolate and then it breeds, then if it has a cow, then it will be a chocolate milk producing cow. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Ag literacy. No, if you feed a bull chocolate, I don't even know. It might get sick like a dog. I don't know.
I don't know the question.
My cow showing expert has no idea, so we're just gonna say that it's gonna get sick. What happens if more than one person tries to ride a bull at the same time? That's stupid. Why would you want to do that? Oh, hey Mac, and hey Peyton's friend Lorelai.
She's doing something. You pronounce her name wrong.
Laura Lee?
Yeah, Laura Lee.
Laura Lee. Sorry. My bad. Don't ride a bull if somebody's already on it. You got to have your bull and get your score. Don't do that. Will sweet talking the bull help your chances in a rodeo? Maybe. Thank you, Laura Lee. Yes, Laura Lee. I got it.
No, you don't.
I don't got it. I'm sorry. Hey, Olivia. Will sweet talking the bull have your chances in the rodeo? No, absolutely not. Most guys actually tell the bull they're gonna be like a Big Mac or a Whopper. So you kind of trash the bull to make them angry. It doesn't really work since the bull doesn't know what you're saying or doing, but it makes you feel better. How are bulls picked to ridden? Okay, so this is kind of a complicated, not really complicated thing. So if you go to a rodeo, they have what's called the draw, and all the bulls are in this little like pot, and then the riders' names, they either do it like electronically and they just like randomly sort it, or in some places you like reach into the pot and you pull out your bull. Just depends on how it goes. If you get like a practice pin, you can like go and pick your bull. I say I want to ride this bull for however many times. Is it fair if you get an easy bull and someone else gets a hard one? In that case, can you win? Hey, Destiny. So, I mean, if you're at a rodeo and competition, they're pretty much the same caliber bulls. There might be a bull that's easier to ride, but if it's easier to ride, it's not going to buck as well. If it doesn't buck as well, you don't get a high enough score to beat the person who has a really good bull and if they ride it, then it's all good. Because half your score comes from the bull, half the score comes from the rider, and they each can add up to 100 points. But so it just kind of depends. If you get an easy bull and you can ride it, and nobody else rides a bull, then I mean, fair enough. Okay, we got some YouTube questions from Baleful. Somebody, I don't know. No. Really enjoy seeing me pursue my passion. Oh, Jackson. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Destiny, I gotta stop saying names. It's like being honest. What's the biggest bull I've ever ridden? I can't remember. I remember the name, but it was this big black Brahma bull. I could barely get my legs down in the chute. It was so big. And I had this big old hump, and I got off, and I got on. I took one jump, and I got through. But that was a big cuss. Yeah, that's a big one. They took up most of the chute. Like my legs barely fit inside the chute with it. So, thank you, Peyton's friend. I'm not gonna try to say your name wrong again. Yes.
I did find an answer to the chocolate question.
We have an answer to the chocolate question. Ranchers report. I'll tell you that. Candy provides sugar that cows would usually get from corn, but gives them more energy and making them fatter. So when corn prices went high a couple of years ago, that became really popular.
So you can feed it.
You can feed a cow chocolate, and for a brief amount of time, it will have more energy and get fatter.
So it's good if you want good meat.
Yeah. Sweet. All right. So I hope I answered your question, Destiny. Anybody else has any?
Boy.
What?
Just being honest.
Son of a gun, I'm sorry. Thank you, random person, giving me a question. You were very helpful. Here's one. What are you thinking about when you're on a bull? So you try to think as little as possible, because bull riding is 90% mental and 10% in your mind. So if you think too much about what you're doing, then you're going to overthink it and make mistakes and not perform as well as you normally would. And if you just don't think at all, then you're not going to be paying attention. So you got to pay attention enough to move with the bull and sense what he's doing and sense how he's feeling. But you can't overthink it to the point where if he does this, I got to do this, and you overthink it, and then you just get distracted and you make a tiny mistake that you wouldn't normally if you weren't thinking as hard. And we got one coming down the comments, says, would I make a good bull rider? That's up to you, honestly. If you got the drive, if you got the time, and you got the want to, then yeah, you can be a good bull rider. Anybody can. We have another question.
I have a question.
You have a question.
What guys did you look up to motivated you to become a bull rider?
Well, Lane Frost definitely from 8 Seconds and Tuff Hedeman. And when I was little, I watched the PBR shop, the PBR Versus. I like J.W. Hart and Adriana Marias, and I got the honor of meeting Adriana Marias actually last Christmas. No, Christmas of 2018, whatever year that was. I met him last Christmas. And that was a huge honor. He's one of my heroes. He was the first Brazilian to come over here, and he got the whole Brazilian movement of the PBR, and I really respect him. And yes, I have another question.
What was it like getting on your first bull, and how did you do?
I'll tell you how I did first. I'll show you what I was thinking. But I got on, and I'll post this video later because it's hilarious. I got on. The bull takes one jump, and my back is leaned back, and then I just fall off. It was great. But before that, I was actually at a wedding shower for my cousin, and I've been begging my mom for a year. to go ride a bull in Philadelphia. And she's like, yeah, maybe. And so finally, after the wedding shower, I was like, hey, if they're open, can we go? And she's like, sure. I'm like, for real? I didn't even know what to do then because she said yes. So I pack up all my stuff. I head on down to, I'll head up to Loverings. And all I had was my spurs and a rope. That's all I had. I didn't have anything else. And this guy let me borrow his glove. No, not his glove. I have my glove, my rope, and my spurs.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored at all by Chick-fil-A.
But if you want to.
And hey, I get to Philadelphia. I have no idea what's going on. I've never been on like this side of the bull riding. And I met a buddy. I didn't meet him, but I saw a buddy from school. And he'd been around for a while. He's a couple years older than me. And he helped me out, gave me some rosin. And they said, is this your first time? I said, yeah. And they said, oh, we got the perfect bull for you. His name is Clyde. Like Bonnie and Clyde, but just a Clyde. And came my turn. And I asked, my buddy came and helped me. And I said, so he set my rope on for him and then moved the bull from like the loading area into the chute. And as I climb over that first time, and this bull was like maybe 3 bars high, like on a gate, it's maybe 3 bars high. But it looked like it took up the whole chute. And I get in, I climb, I got my feet over like I was supposed to. You know, I was about to squat down. And that rope got a lot smaller and the bull got a lot bigger. And I took the rap. Like, I've been watching videos, so I wouldn't be a complete doofus when I did it. I took the rap like I would. I set my feet down and I go. And I nodded my head and I hit the ground and I got up and I got the breath knocked out of me. And this dude tried to talk to me. He's like, you want to go again? I'm like, he's like, you want to go again? I'm like, and eventually I got back on. That was great. Let me hear your yee. My yee-haw or my yee-yee? Please specify.
All right. Do most riding injuries come from when you hit the ground or from being thrashed about while still on the bull?
Yee-yee! That was loud. You're welcome. Say that one more time.
Do most riding injuries come from when you hit the ground or from being thrashed about while still on the bull?
It depends. If you're hung up, then
You get your arm broken.
yeah, you can get your arm broken, get your shoulder dislocated, you can get yanked out of socket. You can get your legs broken if it's a spur hang up. You can get knocked out. So if you're hung up, then most of the time you're going to come from being slung around and thrashed around. But if you're not hung up and you just get hit the ground, that's when injuries are more likely to happen then and not on the bull. So it depends on what you're doing prior to the injury happening. So if you're doing good and then you get off, then that's when you'll get injured. But if you're not doing good and you get hung up, then you're going to get injured more if you're hung up.
I'm trying to get a picture of you up on one focus.
So yeah, depends on the situation. Yes.
How seriously have you been injured while riding a bull, and how did it happen? Or have you been injured?
I have been injured actually. I'm gonna say the shoulder dislocation. So with the Little Bridge Association, the bull riders, they ride in the morning for the Saturday rodeo and then Saturday night for the Sunday rodeo. And I'd ridden that morning, I got checked, and I was pretty mad, and I went to work all day. And I come back, and that night I was getting ready, and I could tell from the beginning this was not going to be a good day. Because the dude in front of me got absolutely wrecked. He got hung up, got knocked out. They had to drag him. Like, they couldn't even look, no, they just had to drag him out of the arena. The face mask on his helmet was hanging on by one screw on the side. And the dude, when I was in the chute getting ready, he said, watch out, he's hooky. I'm like, that is not the thing you needed to tell me. Before I went to get on the bull, said this bull is hooky. After the dude just got wrecked. So I'm like, can't think about it, just push through it. Gotta clear your mind. 90% mental, 10% in your head. So it's 90% mental and 10% in your head. Okay, I know it's 100% in your head, but it's just what we say. And then I nod my head. The bull takes a big jump out. And my dad had said, "Son, if you can ride this bull, we'll go to Zach Roberts and you can get you a steak." And I said, after a long day working and not riding that morning, I need a steak. So I was determined to get the steak. So I was hanging on. My spurs were set in. I had my wrap real good. Takes one big spin around to the left, and I hit the ground. When I hit the ground, my arm was straight. When I hit the ground, it popped it out of socket. We all thought that I'd been slammed into the gate, and that's what I thought, because I didn't even know what happened. But I got my shoulder dislocated, and I was in a sling for longer than I should have been. And there may or may not be a tear in my shoulder right now. I don't know. My doctor wasn't the brightest crayon in the box, so probably the shoulder. Oh, one second. No, my roommate does not ride bulls. And I picked fuzz out of your shoulder sling every day. I do remember that because so the sling was like this big fabric thing, and it was just.
It was the Velcro.
Yeah, the Velcro.
Okay.
So when fuzz, if I walk by my laundry room, I got fuzz on it. So yeah, yes.
All right. How close is the experience on a mechanical bull to the real thing?
It depends on who's operating it. If you got like this little fair and you're this little kid, the dude's gonna kind of. But if you show up to the fair like me, wearing my cowboy hat, my buckle, and my boots, and somebody says he's a bull rider, kick it up for him, it's gonna be a lot different. But it's pretty close. But a bull, it's a mechanical bull, it's mechanical. They can't do as smooth a movement like a belly roll like a bull can. Excuse me. But it's pretty close. I hurt a lot more in my legs after riding a mechanical bull than I do a real bull. But that's about it. Any more questions?
All right. Why on earth would anyone choose to bull ride? Why did you choose bull ride?
Why did I choose to bull ride?
Yeah.
Yes. Jesus chicken.
Amen.
Why did I choose to bull ride? This is a long, sad, complicated story, but
Maybe short and sweet.
I'll try to make it a short twist. So this movie I watched when I was a kid, and it was about a horse, not a bull. But they had a scene where they're trying to break my roommate and my cow showing expert.
I'm also in class.
And classmate. My bad. Anyway, they had a scene where they're trying to break the horse. No, not at all. Taken by the one love of my life. And I'm not sure about you. But I'm off the market for good. And what was that? Oh, the horse breaking. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. So I'd always wanted to be a cowboy since I was a little kid. Our grandfather rode bulls and was a bullfighter. My mama did high school rodeo. And I finally asked, I said, Mama, what was the question? Oh, why did I want to get in ride bulls? Yeah. Sorry, y'all.
They chased a rabbit.
Yeah. I was 14 in El Norte on the hill of Meridian, and I said, Mama, I want to ride bulls. I want you to go to Lovers. I'm like, where has this been the last 14 years of my life? So a year later, I finally went after the whole wedding shower thing, like I told y'all. But El Norte, let's go. And I mean, I don't see how people don't want to ride bulls. To me, that's weird. Like everybody else thinks it's weird that I ride bulls. I think it's weird that y'all don't ride bulls. I don't get why you wouldn't do it. I mean, everybody thinks this huge, big thing. I mean, it is a big thing, but like riding a couple bulls for fun, that's not that big a deal. I mean, making a career out of it and riding the best, rankest and best bulls in the nation, yeah, that's rough. But I mean, just riding a bull, that's fun.
Are the bulls raised in a particular way to make them super aggressive?
Super aggressive?
Yeah.
Not really. So the bulls that we ride, it's not like an Angus bull that you're going to see on your buddy's cattle farm. It's not going to be like that. They're bred for bucking. So the main, the way that they buck is the flank strap like I said in my last video, they feel that weight and they're like, what is this thing on my back? And so that's why they try to buck you off. Now, some bulls are more aggressive than others, but they're not raised to be aggressive. They're raised to buck, not be aggressive. What else we got? Is the roommate you single or not?
Wait, no. Wait, what?
Are you single
Oh,
or
yeah,
not?
I'm single.
He's single. All the ladies in the world. My roommate is single. Hit him up.
Fun thing, the girl asking that. That's my ex.
You got any more questions coming in?
If you had the chance to have your own ranch, would you drop everything right now and go do it?
Yes. I have the name picked out and everything. Diamond T Ranch, patent pending. So don't try to take it. Seriously, like, I'm gonna raise some bucking bulls or some bucking horses. I thought of that name when I was in 6th or 7th grade. So nobody take that name.
Are there any bull riding schools?
Yes, actually, there's a lot. Bull rider coach puts on a bunch out in I guess the Northwest, not really the Midwest. It's the Northwest, like Idaho and Illinois. That was Wiley Peterson and Dustin Elliott. Wiley Peterson rode in the PBR for 10 or 12 years, and he was I think a Las Vegas event champion, and Dustin Elliott was the 2004 PRCA champion. So they got their own school. They raised many bulls, and they had some bigger bulls. Gary LaFew, world champion back in the 70s and 80s. Excuse me. He's got some. If you're a pro, you can put on a school, and they do it a lot. They're called clinics. Excuse me. Clinics. And a lot of guys go to it, and it really helps them get back on track. They're doing something like basically wrong. They can go and they can fix that and get back in the basics of doing this, making it muscle memory instead of like trying to rush through and get as good as they can as quick as they can.
At the shoot, how many people are working it and what do they do?
So, out of the shoot or just like near me while I'm in the shoot? Okay. So, you mainly have your flank guy that you don't ever really see because you're looking ahead, not behind you. You have your puller and you got your spotter. That's the dudes right next to you in the shoot. Your puller pulls your rope. He holds it tight while you rise and holds it up while you wrap. And you got your spotter. He holds on to your collar, your shirt, or your vest. And if the bull bucks up in the chute, he's going to hold you. If he goes down, he's going to hold you and keep you there, and he'll pull you out if you need to. You have the latch man, and then the guy with the rope. So when you're ready and everything's said and done, your spotter moves out of the way. No, your puller moves out of the way. Your spotter's right there, but he can let go easily. You got your gate man who opens the gate and cracks the latch. And then as he does that, he pulls it open, and the dude with the rope pulls it all the way. So you have 4 to 5 people. Sometimes if the bull's leaning to one side, they have these big wooden poles that they put it. Oh, they got foam now. Foam poles that they put in the chute to make the bull kind of like move out of the way and keep it centered. So you might have him. And if you got a really, I don't know what you call it, aggressive bull, they got a guy that'll tie a rope above the bull's head, like on the bars, ties it above the bull's head so the bull can't jump up and hook you. And so he lets go as they open the gate too.
You say anything about what Arlen just said, I'm gonna kill you.
So most of the time 4, it can be 6 though.
All right, I'm going to test your knowledge. Why do bulls have nose rings?
From what I can remember, it's when they're still trying to nurse on the mama bulls after they've been weaned.
Okay, little knowledge. So farmers use nose rings for like leading and handling livestock. So like from showing cows, we put them on all of our bulls, just so if like something happens in the show ring, we have that extra leverage because the nose is a very sensitive part of the animal.
Mm.
And so if they're getting aggressive in the ring, I can easily just pull on the nose ring and it'll be like chew. So there's some facts for y'all.
That would hurt.
Are chaps really needed for the comfort or even for the safety of the rider? Or are they just to enhance the cowboy's looking?
Okay. So in saddle bronc riding, chaps are very essential. In bareback riding, they're pretty essential. In bull riding, they offer some protection, but it kind of is just for the look. But I've seen guys, the bull like swipes at their legs, and they hit the leg, they just kind of slide off, and they don't like break their legs. They just have a little cut in them. So it does serve as a protective purpose. Most time it's just for sponsors to have something to put on. But I mean, it can't help. Just depends.
Mask or no mask?
What do
Like
you-
face shield.
Okay, they make, so everybody knows about the helmets, but they also make a face mask that you can wear. Like you get the face mask, and you can still wear your hat. I don't really see the point in that. I mean, if you got the face mask, might as well get on the helmet. And I'd rather lose part of my pride than part of my face. I mean, after watching Tough Eden get wrecked on Bodacious, I think that's a smart idea. But oh well.
When you are out of the chute about 3 seconds, most bulls turn. How can you determine which way you will turn?
It's something you got to feel. It's not really, you can't really think a whole lot. Like, even if you tried, you can't think. You kind of just got to feel a bit. You don't try to say, he's going to go this way, so I got to go this way. He's going to go this way, so I'm going to go this way. You just feel with it. Once you start riding like 100 bulls, like if you've ridden 100 bulls, you kind of know what they're going to do. Just not because you rode that bull 100 times, because you know what a bull is going to do. And it feels more natural. It's poetry in motion, not just trying to be like this big mechanical turning and trying to do things. So, yeah.
I'm not thinking
Maybe I'll say that one later. Okay, so,
But yeah, it just depends. Once you can feel the scent, like feel which direction it's going, then you're pretty good at riding bulls. Oh, let's see while we're waiting on another question to come in. First piece of advice I got about bull riding was where you look is where you're going to land. So you keep your eyes focused on like what would be right below his neck. Because if you're focused on the head, all you see is moving back and forth, and you're going to get distracted. And if you look off over here while you're riding, you're going to go off over there. If you look off over there, you're going to go off over there. If you're looking at his head, you're just going to get distracted and falling. But if you're looking right below it, like just seeing where it moves, because it doesn't move as much as the head. It kind of just has this one big thing. It doesn't have the horns and the ears flopping everywhere. It's just one big thing. And you watch that, and you try to watch that while you're riding. If you can do that, most time you're going to stand up. I mean, not stand up, stay on the bull.
I'm thinking of you trying to stand on a bull.
That'd be funny.
All right. What is the best advice you can give a first-time bull rider?
I'm gonna give you the same advice that my bull riding mentor, I guess, gave me. I'm gonna change one of the words that had expletive, but he said, what did he say? He said two things. I'm just kidding. He said two things. Look below his head. That's where you're gonna go. And secondly, as soon as you hit the ground, unless both of your legs are broken, get your butt out of the arena. Don't just wait around, because if you wait around, you're gonna get run back over. So as soon as you hit the dirt, unless both of your legs are broken, get out of the arena. So, yes.
Before you ride, do you have any like traditions or anything you do?
Yes, actually. I pray more before rodeo than I do in a week. And always, oh my goodness, always stretch. Always stretch. Okay, that is, oh my God. The first rodeo I was in was the third Dylan Mabry rodeo. And I was in the chute, like wrapping my hand, and I caught a cramp in my leg, and I had to like stretch my leg out. I hope the bull wasn't going to move and break my leg, but always stretch. So stretch and pray. Stretch and pray. And I have this playlist on Spotify called Rodeo 1.0. You can go look it up if you want to. And I listened to that before I ride. It kind of gets me psyched up for the ride and rodeo. Yes.
Can you demonstrate some illustrations that you do before you ride?
I guess.
It's for the viewers.
I could get that fan service in, Kurt.
Okay.
If anyone walks past this room, they're going to be like, what is happening?
So, you got your basic, all right. I got a battle world. So you got your, oh crap. You got like, you kind of squat down on your heels, and that kind of stretches your thighs and your calves. So you get down, bouncing around. And you gotta be careful with this one because you got your spurs on. And you kind of do a, what do you call it, a quad stretch. But if you got your spurs on, you're gonna stab yourself on the butt. So kind of like turn your leg. Got both legs, and then there's another old classic. Oh gosh, oh my word, got a cramp. Oh, you do this and you hold it, and yeah, that helps.
I would say the bull riders need to stretch every day.
Yes, always stretch if you're a bull rider. Don't be like me, just stretch when you're out. Stretch every day.
On occasions.
Jump rope, lift weights, be proactive. Don't wait till the rodeo to start training like a bull rider. If you want to be a champion, train like a champion. Any other YouTube questions going on?
When will they be able to see you ride besides Hurricane?
That's a great question. Soon, hopefully, soon. I've been it's been a while since I've been on like a real bull, but I'm gonna try to get back in the next before Halloween. Hopefully. What I need about
Which time is your favorite cowboy movies?
favorite cowboy movie?
8 seconds.
People, huh?
No,
8 seconds definitely.
Well,
With Luke Perry and Stephen Baldwin. Cowboy Up with Kiefer Sutherland, which is really good.
What's the comfort? That third cowboy one?
Doesn't have one.
What?
Not in the movie.
Oh, what's the movie you showed me?
George Strait.
George Strait. Oh,
oh my
whoops.
gosh.
Wow, that was way off.
Pure Country with George Strait was pretty good. But Cowboy Up, it's about a bull rider and his bullfighter brother. And Kiefer Sutherland is a bullfighter brother. And the dude, he gets wrecked and he's got a metal plate in his head and he's not supposed to ride. But then he does, and they go on this big tour, like they go on this trip, and he goes and he rides and he's not supposed to. And the brother's just like, whatever. And they fight over this girl. And that's a really good movie. It's got a little bit of language in it. But Urban Cowboy. It's a really, really, really good movie.
To all the girls out there, it's the longest ride.
The Longest Ride. Okay, The Longest Ride
So good.
is a good movie. It's not that good of a bull riding movie. It's a good movie. I've read the book. I've watched the movie. It's not a good bull riding movie. But while we're talking about movies and books, I guess I'll go public with this. I am writing a book.
He is wrong.
Like an actual book. I'm going to get it published, and it's going to be a novel.
Ain't no lie.
And
It's like a full manuscript and everything.
I do. And I'm getting one of my buddies. He said he'd help me. Well, I don't know if I should say this. I'm going to get it published, and Lord willing, it'll be turned into a movie. And it's the reviews that I've got from people that have read it so far have been very, very, very positive. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm going to have it. I'm going to have the book finished before I graduate college. But the movie might take longer, but I'm really excited about it because it's going to be really, really good. Ain't it?
I haven't read it.
You never read it? Oh,
No.
Yes, it will be. Even though I haven't read it.
No, they haven't read it. Okay, people that have read the books.
You gotta
not the
ask
book.
Natalie.
Now, Natalie, are you there?
She
Can you hear me?
chat?
I don't know. Natalie, if you can hear me, let me know what you think of the book.
Natalie's the homegirl.
Yep.
Or how do you train to ride bulls?
There's a lot of different ways.
Hurricane.
Hurricane is one, yeah. Depends on what you're doing. If you want to get like balance, you get like a big medicine ball, not a medicine ball, a yoga ball, and like little elastic straps. And you put that on, and you work on your form and your balance with that. Go to the gym and lift weights. Work on your grip strength. Like there's like a, what do you call those things? I don't know. Well,
Talking about
I
Kinda
don't
pull-up
lift
bar?
weights, so I would not know.
what do you do on it?
It's like two ropes, and you just pull it down.
Oh, why'd you say that? I wouldn't know.
You do that thing with the
It's a tricep workout.
tricep workout. Yeah, you do that, and I do curls with my hands. I do like weight curls, and that kind of builds up like your grip strength. And
Yes, you do a lot of arm workouts.
arm workouts, core workouts. That's really important for your balance. So do a lot of core. Running helps because if you're out of breath when you're riding a bull, you're not doing a very good job. Running helps. Lane frost, just jump rope, and get your cardio going and everything.
It's your heart thing.
Huh?
It's your heart thing. Your heart.
Oh yeah, your heart gets that going. So, I mean, a lot of basic workouts that a lot of people do, you can do it for bull riding, but definitely have your arms working out and your legs too, because you gotta be able to. Legs are important. You gotta be able to squeeze the bull with your legs. Oh, you might have a question. Maybe.
Doubtful. I'm the only one watching right now.
It's not for me. I just trust reviews. All right. How long is a bull's career in bull riding?
That's a difficult question. If they're good, I give it 4 to 6 years. If they're bad, it'd be a lot shorter.
My research says that bulls start at the age of 3 and will often continue past 10 years of age. That's what my research says.
Some bulls are took out of their prime, like Bodacious. Bodacious is one of the best bulls. Nobody could ride him, but he was just too dangerous, and the PBR banned him, I think, or kicked him out, whatever he did. The dude couldn't bring Bodacious in, his owner, and so stuff like that happens. Sometimes they die or get sick, but
Good stuff.
4 to 8 years. It's a typical career expectancy, I guess you call it, for a bull.
How big is the fan base for bull riding? I love bull riding so much.
Huge. It is a global sport. There's PBR Canada, PBR US, PBR Mexico, PBR Brazil, and PBR Australia. There might be more. Anywhere you go, you can find bull riders. And John Moraes kind of paved the way for the Brazilians back in the day, but it's huge. There's really big in Australia, and Australia and Brazil and America are the Australia, Brazil, Canada, and the U.S. Mexico is kind of getting the popularity back, but it hasn't replaced like the traditional Mexican bull riding yet. But it's like a global sport. I wouldn't say it's as big as soccer for like a global thing, but it's pretty big.
All right, this one is for Natalie, even though she's not on here. How do you talk your girlfriend into letting you bull ride?
You already be a bull rider.
Yeah. She really doesn't have to deal with it much since we started dating not long after my shoulder thing, but she's seen me ride a couple of times. But she gets worried, like I'd hope she would, and like I wish every girl worries about their guy when they bull ride, but Cowboys got to ride.
Seen all the movies.
Cowboys got to ride.
Where are you at with your life right now?
Where am I at in my life?
Yes.
And I'm here in McCool Hall. I'm Mississippi State.
Yeah, high school.
I'm in school. I'm in school to get out of school. I'm not here to do that. So that comes with it. I guess I'll do it. But I'm here to get in, get out, and start molding young minds and training the next generation of agriculturalists. I get all.
What did you do today?
Today was the Teach Ag Day. I just lost a view. Teach Ag Day. That's where potential high school students come in and who think they want to major in agricultural education. They come in, they kind of see what like a day in the life is like, and took them around campus, and was a pretty decent tour guide aside from the renovations that I didn't know went on in one building. That was a minor setback, and I hadn't been in one building. So I hadn't been in one building, and I didn't know about renovations in another building. But besides that, they're pretty good. They got ice cream. We fed them Moe's Barbecue, best barbecue in Starkville.
Little Dewey's.
Little Dewey's, not Moe's.
Moe's.
No, they got Moe's Barbecue too. We had barbecue. Where it was from, I'm probably not sure.
We had Little Dewey's. They had Little Dewey's. It's an award-winning barbecue restaurant. Kurt can't remember the name of.
Yeah, we had barbecue. Just leave it at that.
It was little.
And
Chair. Not a lie.
and they heard from Dr. Jagger, one of our professors in the Ag Ed department. She's the Ag Ed advisor for students. And
Love her.
it was fun. So I hopefully inspired young minds to want to be like me and
Not like you go like an
I want to be a teacher. I'm all for teaching. I think ag teachers are the best because they have the best job in the world. Best career ever. It's on all the Ag Ed t-shirts. I might have eliminated that. It's sad. So we need more ag educators. We need more ag educators. So, we have a question. Would you be willing to come to Puckett and ride a bull and me and my friends put it on our boxing YouTube channel? Of course, I will ride a bull in Puckett. South? Yes. Right, south. Pretty sure it's below Hattiesburg or something like that.
East of Jackson.
East?
Right outside Mendenhall.
Mendenhall.
But yes, we would make the 2.5 hour drive. Right there.
Yes, I drive 2.5 hours to go to Puckett. Right, boy. Do they have bulls in Puckett? I think.
You want to reevaluate that
I
question?
have a bull at my house.
I mean, rodeo bulls.
You got everything at your house.
To the person who just asked this question, yes, I would come to Puckett and ride a bull, and you and your friends put it on your YouTube channel. I would do that.
There's my bull.
Kurt would definitely ride that one. Just gently walk around on it.
All right, remember, there's a free decal up for grabs. Come on now. So, best question gets. Let's see what we got. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Here is my cow showing experts bull. This tongue sticking out.
She doesn't have a name. She's just the cow showing expert.
Yeah. Who is my favorite old country singer? George Strait or Chris Ledoux? Hands down. Hank Williams Sr. I like Hank Williams Sr. Not a lot of people do, but I like Hank Williams Sr. a couple of George Jones songs, but mainly like listen to any one of their songs.
Leonard Skinner.
No, any one of their songs would be Chris Ledoux and George Strait.
I like Leonard Skinner. How are your classes like, Kurt? Are you passing them?
Passing, yes.
Really?
Would you like to talk about how Dr. C is crazy?
No, I'm at. For the cattle battle audience, Puckett is 40 miles south of Jackson. Just FYI.
It's 2.5 hours away.
That's a long drive. You get to the
When I
city.
drive every.
Mm.
Is your shoulder hurting you, Kurt?
Yeah, I have a knot in my shoulder, come to find out. So this morning. Because if I sleep like this, and
He was dreaming about bull riding people.
yeah, I was thinking about bull riding and I was sleeping like this. So the morning I gotta like pull my shoulder down. I can't really feel it for like 10 minutes. So that was fun. And I had some pain in probably my shoulder blade. And went to my medical professional and said it was a knot. Really? Huh? Who done it?
Eat.
Oh, he said he died.
I don't have any more questions. What's your favorite building on campus?
My favorite building on campus? Lee Hall.
For one reason.
One reason. That's when I felt my calling to be an agricultural educator. On June 5th, 2018, I was in Lee Hall in the auditorium, listening to a general session.
18 or 17?
18. Yeah. June 5th, 2018, I made the decision to follow God's calling and maybe an agricultural educator. I did not want to do anything else before that. I want to be a history teacher, but then I felt I should be an agricultural educator, and here I am, trying to do it.
That plus there's an awesome mural in there.
Yes, there's a really awesome World War I mural. Yeah, it's my favorite war to study. What does the decal look like? Okay, so if you go to my YouTube or my Facebook and you look at the logo, you take the bull head and then it says Cattle Battle 101 all on a line. That's what it looks like. It is a 3-inch by 9-inch decal. So the bull head, then Cattle Battle 101 along the sides on the one line, 3 by 9 inches.
Perfect for computers.
Perfect for computers, cars,
If you don't want to like
people's foreheads,
time.
whatever.
Good keep people's mouths shut.
Yeah.
In college, you need a lot of that because people don't stop talking ever.
At you.
I'm trying to feel like glass.
Kurt.
Yes,
Curtis Wayne.
it's great.
His name is Curtis Wayne.
Actually, it's Chrome.
Puckett is 2 hours and 21 minutes south of us.
Technically, it's 2 hours and not 2 minutes from where I'm sitting at right now. But, okay. Kurt,
Yes.
why did you want to become an agriculture?
Well, I was sitting auditorium Lee Hall during the
Mississippi.
whatever general session it was, the Mississippi State FFA State Convention, and I love the FFA so much. And I was thinking to myself, I don't ever want to give this up. I don't ever want to not be in the FFA. So I felt that on my heart. I thought about it, and I'm like, be an ag teacher. Let's do that. Only later did I realize that I will be in school from the time I was 5 years old until I retire. I'll be in school the whole time. So, yeah. But I got FFA, so it's good.
But you can do other things besides ag. You can do the ag education major.
Yes, you can do other things. My whole major is ag, education, leadership, and communication. So you can do whatever thing you want to. I just have a teaching concentration. I'm in the education concentration. But I have an AELC major, so I can do whatever I want. But I want to be a teacher. That's what my concentration is in. But the best part about being an ag teacher in the next 9 or so years is the 100th National FFA Convention is going to be held. And I'm so freaking excited for it. I want to take off the whole week of school and go up to Indianapolis and have the best time of my life.
And your friend.
Me and my friend. So,
I can be lonely for the week.
yes. So in 2028, I'm not going to be in Mississippi in October.
It will be in either Indiana or Kentucky.
Yeah, Indiana, Kentucky. But Lord willing, I'm praying so hard it's going to happen. That George Strait is going to be, because they have a concert every year. I'm hoping George Strait is going to be doing the concert for the 100th National Convention, because that would be flipping amazing. Once in a lifetime opportunity to listen to a once in a lifetime opportunity to hear George Strait sing. So,
Kurt,
yes.
can you tell us about your experience at National Convention last year in 2018?
Yes. Okay, so apparently I'm just at the wrong place at the wrong time, because there were 2 bull riders from the Built Ford Tough series at National Convention that I didn't see. And there was a National High School Rodeo Association, but it wasn't the National High School Rodeo Association. They had a booth set up, and I got either a rodeo queen or a barrel racer's autograph. I got hers. They had a little bronc ride and stuff, like a little model set up. And I got on that. It looked pretty good. I'd be a good saddle bronc rider, so I'm told. And that was there. Had a lot of cowboy. I bought my first piece of Delaware, at Dale Brisby, Delaware. I bought a shirt there and my Ruffy hat. I bought that National Convention. That was the best purchase I made that entire trip. It was the last day I was about to leave, and I made that purchase. I was like, mission accomplished.
I'm trying to find a picture of your orders.
Yeah, I was so mad because I've been trying to get there and trying to get there and trying to get there. And then went there when I got there, and I was like,
But they were not there.
oh, there.
And it's all special.
I don't remember their names, but
I'll show it.
that's them. Built Ford Tough series. One of them might be Australian. I can't remember. But
I have the name. So
we have any more rodeo bull rider related questions? No? Is there any more bull rider questions, YouTube? Yes.
who did we see last year at National Convention concert and how great was that experience?
Garth Brooks. Best concert I've been to.
Yeah.
With Chris Ledoux's son, Ned Ledoux. He opened for Garth Brooks. And oh my gosh, that was amazing. Oh, it was best night of my life. It was awesome. Totally. I saw the videos. It's awesome. So when that pops up on my Snapchat memories, y'all will see it. But it was awesome.
That will be in October. Just to let everybody know.
Oh man.
There's no more further questions for
No more. YouTube, is there any more questions or no? Let me check.
She needs to who's watching. Because they're watching.
Previews, people, previews. Okay.
Cat Battle 101, baby.
Yeah.
Well,
That's all, folks.
maybe. Well, I'm gonna do my best to make this. Is there a way to make this like save it so I can post it?
Yes, post.
Oh really? No, how about that? I'm not taking class to the advanced. It's the first time I've done it on my laptop. So I normally do it on my phone.
Hey, everybody. Who am I?
knock out about everyone. Ow.
Start pointing you in that knot in the shoulder again.
Who am I?
You can.
I'm Cal.
That's Cal.
I'm his friend. Cal show expert.
You.
welcome.
Here we go.
And the one with the main questions.
There's my roommate. Oh gosh.
You deserve that
I
one.
did deserve that.
We've been the people behind the questions, just to let everybody know.
Yes. So
I'm now officially going to slap Kurt as hard as I can in his sleep. I almost caught my phone.
That's all.
God bless y'all. Have a great night. Please share, like, subscribe, comment. You know, I still have the decals and the t-shirts. Let me know if you want one.
See you next
To quote everyone's favorite Mississippi State person, go to class.
time.
Good
Go
class.
class.
See y'all.
Make sure
I just want to wave